I just say it.
Welcome to Danu on Fire right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. Today we are checking out Zamba. If you've not been here, it's a good place. I came here a few weeks ago and I was like, hey, let's do a Danu on Fire here. That's how this sort of took off. Today on the show, I have someone who is in your digital space 24/7. His face has become the other most seen face after a one-time president of our country, because the new president is also not being seen as much as he is. He's on everyone's page and he's the face of many things. I'm very happy to have the man behind TikTok in Sri Lanka. You're like the TikTok Guruji.
Yeah, you used to call me the TikTok boy when you met me for the first time.
Yeah. Jehan. Say hi, sir.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Very good, Dan. Yourself?
I'm doing good. You know, it's absolutely amazing to know that, you have content that you can create for all these people and still don't go short of things to do.
Yes, it's hectic sometimes. There is that you do get brain dead sometimes.
Yes.
But you gotta do what you gotta do,
Is it your face that keeps people like...
In the beginning, it very much was my face, but then along with that, the humor and all of that stuff goes hand in hand.
Did you ever think that, TikTok will take you this far? And like, how were you first chosen for Daraz? Because that's where you sort of...
Right. So I wasn't sure in the beginning. It was just for fun.
Yeah.
But then
Needed some cash.
Yeah. When I started off, it was actually my first job as an intern at this place called Tickable.
Oh.
So it was a TikTok marketing agency. It was a TikTok marketing agency. And after that, a couple of brands actually saw some of the videos I posted for them and thought, hey, why not we use him to be the face of our brand, and Daraz particularly. How that started was actually, a lot of credit has to go to my brother because he was working there at the time. So he was the one that sort of crafted that whole idea, was the brains behind the whole face of Daraz and bringing TikTok to Daraz. So he spoke to me one day and he was like, I'm doing this project. Do you want to be the face of Daraz? And I actually said no. And it was my mom and my brother pushing me to do it. Eventually I said okay, and that's how it kicked off.
And it's remarkable because the most smallest things are just so dramatized, and I think it looks funnier when you do it because you have such a such a serious face, and it just makes it so much more appealing. But from there you just grew out of it because you also didn't stick to one brand. You started going through other. So do you like sort of, when people approach you, do they ask you to be the face, or they're like, do the content for us?
So I was actually working full time and doing Daraz, and there were a couple of people, Otara for example, who saw the Daraz content and was quite impressed, and she at the time at the time, no one was really doing TikTok that much.
Not the way you were doing. Everyone was either dancing to a song or...
Yeah. So it was quite new, quite fresh at that time. So everyone wanted a piece of it. So the Daraz thing happened, and it was like a snowball effect. After that, it was just one person reaching out another, and brands were more interested, because at that time, brands also didn't break out from the typical...
and also they didn't know how to use this space. This space felt a bit... What is this place?
Yeah, exactly. So Otara was another client. At that time, she hadn't started her page. She had maybe 2-3 videos. So then we started with that and grew her following as well to, I think she has about 80,000 at the minute. But that was all through the Daraz thing and starting from scratch over there.
Yeah, that's remarkable. Because, you know, there was a time when Instagram was alien to people, that moved on. TikTok was alien to people, no, that has also moved on. Now OnlyFans is only alien to us. If they're going to call you for that, yeah, I'm up for that. I'll be your ambassador. All right, so that's who we're going to speak to. Do you think social media, now everyone is a fluencer? Yeah. Are they in or outfluencer? I don't know. But how do you think there's a market for everyone to be in this?
I actually watched the previous episode, and one thing that Sasha said, which was that you can have a big following but still not be able to influence people.
Yeah, and also to interact with them and have like feedback.
Yeah, and you can have a small following but still be a very influential person. So
I think that's what I said.
Yes, you and Sasha both said that. But is there a place for everybody? I would say, yeah. I mean, everyone is unique. You know, they have their own niche. So you got to tap into that niche. And
what if your niche is just your mother and your sister? That's it. You influence them.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, no, I'm saying everyone has their own unique thing. You know, like mine was having this whole sarcastic thing with the expressions and all. That's what people fell in love with. Even I didn't know I had it. So you got to experiment and find out what your speciality is.
All right, so today when the show ends, I've asked him to make a TikTok about this show, like to promote it. And we'll play that at the end. We'll see if more people are going to watch it after that. We'll see you after the break. Do stick around. This Danu on Fire. Thank you to our friends at XXL for joining us on Danu on Fire. Now, when you really want to go out there, look your best and shine, you need to feel your best and you need some options. And XXL has those options for you. No matter how curvy or voluptuous you are, they have something for everyone. Visit them today at their flagship store, if not at One Golf Face, Colombo.
I just say it.
And welcome back to the show, and we're speaking to this man who is social media friendly. Now, you know, social media is a place where it's a feeding ground for some very strange conversations. You can put it up, it's okay. It's a feeding ground for some strange conversation. Now, as someone who is extremely exposed on it, have you got any messages that have been quite creepy?
Creepy messages? Surprisingly, no, I haven't. Weird.
Yes.
Have you?
Yeah, I always get. I never get the right kind. I just get like the ones who might, you know, kill me and then hide. those strange ones. All right, now I want to speak to you about the impact that mainstream media has lost today. You know, I come from the mainstream media. You know, for us that was the big deal, but now it has changed. People have to adapt themselves to be in this digital space. And even the digital space has changed so much. It has, you know, those days a 20-minute content was wow. Then it became like 10 minutes, like wow. Then 5 minutes, oh, 5 minutes? Now it's like a minute. Can't keep it shorter than that. Why is it becoming to this level
I think it's because of the amount of content that is up for consumption, you know. You open TikTok, now even Instagram is heavy on reels, YouTube shorts, all of these things.
Even LinkedIn is heavy on reels.
Yeah, exactly. So the amount of content is so much that you end up consuming like 100 different things in about, let's say, in about 5 minutes. You can consume like 100 videos, different ones. So why I feel like the retention time now, the attention span of people is lower is because there's just so much. So they want to get information as soon as they can, like to the point, without it being so long. 5 minute, 10 minute, like doesn't work anymore.
So when you speak to your clients, do they understand that, you know, condensed content is what people are looking out for?
Some of them do, some of them don't, but if they don't, then
You can't,
I just
your
tell
vibe
them,
doesn't go.
Yeah, I just tell them that I can't go ahead, because at the end of the day, they are also paying me for my peace of mind, right? I can't take their ideas and just be a puppet. I need to show them my ideas and my concepts.
In terms of all what you have done, have you checked out some of the videos and felt like
My own
Yes.
videos, yeah, plenty.
cringe facilities?
Plenty of that. But then the bad thing about social media is that the whole digital footprint thing, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever you put out there,
It
even if
stays.
you delete it, I'm pretty sure people have saved it. So what you put on the internet stays on the internet forever.
That is true. That is true. Now, when it comes to doing these videos, where do you sit and come through that? It is my curating moment. Do you go through that, or is it just like there's somebody will throw a sanitary napkin at you and they're like, "Can you come up with a creative video?" and you do it because you have done one for it, which is cool.
Yeah. So most of the time, I mean, I've been on both ends. Sometimes it's like thrown to me and I just have to create something, and most of the time that doesn't bring out the output that I want. It's more forced. But when I have my own freedom to think and come up with something, then it flows, and usually it does well. So yeah.
Do you have your own page? And how much of time can you concentrate in establishing or creating or growing your page?
My personal page, in the very beginning, I didn't have one. I had one, but it was private.
Yeah.
Because,
People get confused.
yeah, because in the beginning, Daraz itself was like, it was part of the contract. You can't have your personal
And didn't
page.
people blast you when things didn't come to their house on time?
Yeah, so much. I mean, if you read the comments, that's still like the most commented thing. Where's my package? And all of that.
And you did a video for that.
Yeah. That's the
But
good
everyone thought like, you know, they should get through to you and
thing. Yeah.
like, you know, curse you to get the goodies back.
Yeah.
Do you still get blasted for other people's brands too?
No, I think it was
Now
just
they
Daraz.
know that you
Yeah.
are, now they know that you just go around.
Yeah.
At that time, you were just so exclusive. They're like, So yeah, coming back to your page.
Yeah, my personal page, actually I didn't put much effort into it in the beginning, but as time went by, I was putting out content, but nothing, not brand promotions or anything, you know. It was all just stuff with my friends, funny stuff here and there. And it was actually my girl who was pushing me to do the whole personal
Somebody
page.
has to push you always. No?
Yeah. For the personal page especially, like I was so against it, but now I can say that it was a good decision to put stuff on and build my personal brand as well.
Yeah.
Not
To
just
know
stick
who
to the-
you are.
Yeah, not just
Yeah.
to promote all the other brands, but
Correct.
my personal brand too.
It's interesting. I've always found you very fascinating because, you know, I go completely brain dead when I have to think of one video for the day. I'm like, but I'm like, how do you do it? And it's always funny. Like that, you will go down in history as the TikTok boy from Sri Lanka. I think,
Yep,
yeah,
that's what you used to call me in the beginning. So
yeah, TikTok boy.
boy.
Let's get into a break. We'll come back on the other side because we got to eat a lot of things, and this place is fabulous. It's located at the Arcade Independence. You could come check it out. They have good parking. They have great food. After this, you see. Our final segment right here at Zamba. I need to check that name when I said it nicely. All right, so Jehan Malik Mohammed. He just told me his full name, so I just wanted to share it. I wanted to, see beyond TikTok and speak to him about what makes him Jehan. Where did you school, Jehan?
So I was actually born in Muscat, Oman.
Ah.
And soon after I was born, I went to live in Dubai until 2012. So I was pretty much abroad for about half my life.
Yeah, considering the fact that your life has been very short still, you're very young.
So I was in Dubai until 2012 and came to Sri Lanka, and I schooled at Gateway College.
I understand. So you're not like really like you got hold of the Sri Lankan vibe a bit later.
Yes, very much.
Yeah. How was it at that time? Was it hard for you to move from Dubai, where everything is available?
Yeah, very hard actually. I hated it.
Yeah.
Because
I went to Dubai recently. I have found a new respect for the Dubai tomatoes, man. They are this big and they are super sweet.
yeah, they're blessed. They have a lot. They have everything.
Tomatoes.
Everything.
I mean, everyone in Dubai is blessed.
Yeah, I mean
yeah.
the fruits, vegetables, nuts, anything.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. He said nuts. Then,
I knew it. I knew you were going to hold on to that.
so, like, what do you do professionally apart from we seeing you on TikTok?
So like I said, I was working full time at a couple of places, at digital marketing agencies. I was even working at an IT company at one point, but on the marketing side.
Right.
But I left all of that behind to create a profession out of what I enjoy doing, which is this.
Right.
And that's working well, so.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
All of this is manufactured. I'm very much an introvert. But yeah, I've learnt through the industry itself how to be more social. I have a lot of social anxiety. But yeah, thanks to people like yourself who make me feel very comfortable, it's easier to become an extrovert.
That's amazing. Most of the creative people are introverts.
Most of the?
Creative people are introverts.
Right.
They put their facade of extroverts outside.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's a good thing. Now, for those who are holding on to, coming out there, creating content, being themselves, finding originality, there are two ways to do it. There's also the screaming out for attention kind of content, and also there is that very subtle, this is me, you love me or hate me kind of a subtle element to content. What would you tell these people in terms of what this world is looking out for in 2024 and 2025?
What this world is looking out for? What do you mean by that?
Very soon, I might have to stop this show on TV. It's all moving to a space where everything is condensed, short, and
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know either where this is heading, but definitely social media through platforms like TikTok, Instagram. I don't know. I feel like even TikTok is gonna stop
Crash.
at one point and something else will come up. So it's all about adapting. You got to adapt to what life throws at you.
Are you on Facebook?
I
Account's
am,
sake.
but I don't have like any followers or anything.
What? This generation is not even on Facebook.
Yeah.
They find it old school. Facebook is like listening to Bee Gees. Correct?
Yep.
How sad is that? Like Instagram is like listening to the Black Eyed Peas.
Yep. The 2010s.
I know. TikTok is like listening to Taylor now. Sad, no? Man, I feel like Bee Gees. All right, we need to wrap things up on the show, but you can follow his content, come to know more about what he does, and at the same time, if you do want to be inspired, think out of the box, I really feel like he really captured the essence of what TikTok is all about. It's subtle, it's still funny, and the message is out, and that's the most important thing. I think anyone can write a feature film and tell you a story because you have like 2.5 hours. It's very hard to tell a story when it's a short film. And I think you are the short film kind of a guy.
Thank you so much.
On that note, we need to wrap things up. Thank you so much for hosting us here at this fabulous place. I can't say no to dessert, so I need to dig into it right away. Until we see you again, you keep smiling. It's a wrap.